Xin chào everybody, welcome back. Beautiful morning here today in Ha Long Bay, Vietnam. You're watching Vietnam Steve, and I've got a good one for you today. Of course, it's early in the morning, just going out for my normal daily walk and heading to a coffee shop. So some time back, I had some international visitors here to Vietnam, and they came out to Ha Long, and we had a great time. But there was a couple of things that I won't say caught them out, but it sort of surprised them, and they weren't ready for it. And so I thought I could tell you about these two or three things, and then when you come here to Vietnam or come out to Ha Long, you're not going to be surprised, and you're going to just fit right in. Looks like we had a bit of rain here overnight. The streets are wet. The sky is, I guess you'd say, cloudy and clearing, and that's how we like it. Sort of zigzagging a bit here. I've only got about an hour this morning. I'm going to head out on a bit of a road trip today. Take the car up to China, have a look around, and come back. It's not often you get to say you're driving to China, and that's always a fun thing to do when you're here in Ha Long. This one I'm going past here next with the doors open is good morning. Xin chào. It's a car cleaning place. A lot of need for kindergartens here in Vietnam, so just walked past two of them, and the lady says good morning. Anyway, I will I'll pause you here.
Good morning.
Good morning, Xin chào.
Where are you from?
Australia.
Where are you from?
Australia.
Australia.
Australia, yeah.
Very good.
Enjoy your walking.
Yeah.
Where am I from? It's probably a subject for a vart down the track. Where am I really from? Lost my train of thought. Oh, of course. I've only got about an hour this morning, so it's a fast walk. Want to get back home. I've already made a couple of phone calls about the circular economy and greenhouse gases. So from one extreme to the other for Vietnam Steve. And got to call a lady at 9 a.m. Vietnam time. And then I'm a free agent. I'll be in the car and out for a bit of a road trip.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Xin chào.
Good job.
Oh, you're still here. Thought I pushed the stop button there. Well, seeing as you're still here, first things first. One of the things that I noticed with my international guests was cash is king in Vietnam. So the dear lady came along with, oh goodness me, she's got her bank cardy thing from her bank, who would have thought. And then she's gone and got an account with a separate international money mover which has another card. And I don't know if they're a bank or they're just somebody that has got a business saying we'll change your money from one currency to another. But anyway, she's got two of those. And then she bought a bit of cash from her home country and sort of thought that she was going to be paying for things on either of those cards. So, whenever you buy it, you'll pay on the card. That's not really a thing here in Vietnam. Two reasons. It's a bit 1980s. They actually pay bank account to bank account here, straight through a QR code thing. I scan the QR code, punch the details in, and the money goes to the other person's account straight off the bat. There's no intermediary raping and pillaging every transaction. Oh goodness, car's coming. So the upshot of all of that is that you're going to need to have some cash with you here in Vietnam. So as I've always said, but like most of this channel, no one's listening. Just go to the money machine, put your card in, hit the biggest denomination on the money machine, take the money out, do that again next week. So it's not complicated. I kind of think, how did I used to get cash in my home country? I went to the money machine, I put the card in, I got money out, and I did that again the next week. So think about how you get money out now in your home country. You do the same thing in Vietnam. Paying by card. If you're paying by card for your stuff, so they're accepting a card, then you are looking at a part of Vietnam that is not the real Vietnam. You're looking at the tourist-facing Vietnam. Because the places that I eat and drink only deal in cash. That guy wants cash. If you can't give him cash, he'll give you his bank details, and then you can put the money straight into his bank account. But there's none of this pay a third party money provider, Visa, MasterCard, Amex, Wise, all those kind of people. Let them take a cut so they can have their next holiday in Geneva, and then the residual goes through. So if you're coming to Vietnam, tip number one, you're going to need a pocket full of cash. Now you can pay for your hotel with your card. I paid online for the hotel I went to recently. I booked it through a booking app, which saved me a lot of money. I might let you know about that one at the end. It saved me 30%. So cash, you're going to need cash. If there's two of you coming, so a couple of young lovers, split the cash in half, so if you get rolled in the street, which I've never heard of, you've still got half your cash. For me, it's only cash. I don't have one of those QR code things because I've let my bank account here dwindle to nothing because I never needed it. I never needed it. Linking up with the QR code thing's a bit problematic. So a lot of the stuff is in Vietnamese, so I don't follow it. So I just get money from the ATM and I go and spend money. It's kind of what your parents used to do. I'm going in the coffee shop now, going to have my coffee, and I'll tell you the second thing as I walk further up the street. All right, welcome back. That's 45,000 dong well spent. Got myself a cracking Vietnamese coffee with dense milk in it, and doing a bit of relaxation. All right, guys, on with the show. 60% of you are not subscribed to the channel. I know, I can hardly believe it myself. What's going on? Click that subscribe button. Get subscribed to the Vietnam Steve channel. I'm not going to be punching VARTs every day of the week, but if you're not subscribed, you're never going to know when the latest entertainment drops. Now, the second thing that might surprise you when you come to Vietnam is that when you go to jump into a restaurant, and the rain's coming down here now, they look full. They're full on the street, jam-packed, and usually a couple of people standing inside waiting to get in. Not the case. So, case in point, last night I pulled up at a restaurant. They just brought another table out from inside, put it out on the street, and we sat down and ate. I went into a couple of restaurants just this last weekend, and just trying to avoid the rain here. A couple of restaurants last weekend. I think fast walk's about the only way to avoid the rain. Where they just send you up to level 3, level 4, or level 5, or level 6, and up you go. And so there's always a space. Went to a chow gar place day before yesterday for lunch, and we got to the level they wanted us to be at, and it's full. But within 60 seconds, 4 people left, and we had a table for 4 people. So they sort of know when people are going to leave, and they get you to sit in the right place. Try to have my microphone pointing the way that my head's pointing, so you get at least a couple of the words that I'm saying. Walking past a few jackhammers now. So, first thing, make sure you got cash in your pocket when you come to Vietnam. That's if you want to experience Vietnam. If you just want to experience your home country, but in Vietnam, you could just think you're going to pay for everything on cards. Secondly, when you get to these street restaurants, if they're busy, it usually means they're popular. And don't be put off by them looking like they're overflowing out onto the street and onto the road, because they'll always fit you in. Still makes me wonder in the West how you can run a restaurant and turn people away. I'm sorry, we're too full. We're making too much money. Doesn't happen in Vietnam. Never turned away. So hopefully those 2 tips help you when you come here, and help you to have a better holiday. Let me know in the comments any extra tips that you might have from your trip to Vietnam with regards to things you didn't know about when you came to Vietnam, but you wish you'd known. So I do love the comments because they really get the conversation started. And secondly, helps me engage with the village, the Vietnam Steve village, and I like to engage with you. When you subscribe, you become part of the village, and we've got a few thousand of you now, so that's great. Really appreciate that. Last but not least, not getting enough views. Couple of reasons for that. Maybe the content's not all that engaging. Need you to go back and watch in its entirety any of my VARTs from the last 6 months. There might be one that you've missed. Go back and hit start, watch the whole thing in its entirety. I need to drive the watch hours up. I'm coming to the 12-month cutoff for watch hours. And while we have a couple of hundred VARTs here, they're all short and sharp and to the point, which defeats the purpose, because you don't get measured on short and sharp and to the point. You get measured on longevity of people watching. So perhaps I'll drag out the content in future VARTs so that it takes a while to get to the point, and that might help. If I don't get to the target of 4,000 watch hours within a 12-month period, I'm probably going to have to go into exile, and you'll hear less of Vietnam Steve. So maybe that's the message you're sending me. Vietnam Steve in exile, shadow banned by his own subscribers. I'm joking. You can't shadow ban a hobby. But milestones are always things you want. So we've got a pretty good village, and we just need some more views. That's it from me today. Almost back home now. One thing I've been filming for you just before I go, and you'll see it coming up soon, is the shop downstairs of where I live here changed from one store that was there selling kids' clothes to another store that's going to be selling shoes. I filmed the shambles when someone came and said they wanted to set up a shoe shop. We're 1 week in, and the next shop has been established in there, and I reckon we'll have shoes here on the weekend. I'm going to film sort of the before and after. So the store has a great name, so make sure you watch that one. It's going to give a few of you a chuckle. That's it. I'm going on a road trip now. Stay frosty. You've been watching Vietnam Steve, and I'll see you in the next one.